Hi everybody. Today I want to talk about something that we deal with all the time. Bad feelings. What happens? We don't get a job we wanted. We submitted a piece of art or went to an audition and got rejected. Maybe the person that we thought we were going to be with forever broke up with us. And now we're heartbroken. Tons of bad feelings. They happen all the time. Grief, it's a thing that happens. So what is it that I want to get at today? What is it that I want to communicate to you? Well, there's something I've learned, and I'm going to be generalizing here, but this is the truth. This is, I believe, a fundamental, it's not a truth, but it's a principle that's helpful, perhaps based in a truth. And this is it. In a relationship, what happens when, typically this happens in this fashion. Say, you're married, and the wife comes home from work, and she starts going on and on about how, I had a bad day, I was talked about behind my back by my friends, I could tell my boss doesn't like me, this girl said something that was mean about my hair, things like this. This is very, I know this is a very stereotypical example, it's not great, but it's an example nonetheless. Now the husband sits down, and this is the thing, so men generally try to resolve problems, right? They were problem solvers. So what happens? This is a big source of tension, actually, in relationships. I've been there. I know it. I know it firsthand. It's this idea that, well, how do I put it? You immediately start trying to solve the issue, right? You're looking to solve your wife's problems. If you're a husband, I'm trying to solve your problems. Well, look, I think what you need to do is realize that those girls aren't any better than you, and your boss is just a jerk, and I think your hair is beautiful. You look great. You need to believe in yourself, honey. You're a great woman. I love you. Look, saying I love you is always a good thing, of course, but that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is that what happens, okay? I've been there. I know this. What happens is the wife goes, yeah, but you're not listening to me. You're not listening, or you're trying to solve my problem. That's not what I want. So she's got all these bad feelings. Husband goes, well, I want to resolve your feelings so they're not bad. Resolving feelings. And this is the point of contention I have. This idea of resolving bad feelings. Frankly, it doesn't work. Now look, I'm a hypnotist. I can take someone's feeling and make it positive very quickly if given permission. And, well, not even actually, I mean, well, I guess if you look at political campaigns, you could say that they don't ask permission to change your feelings instantly, but I'm talking in a hypnotherapeutic context. If someone says, I'm feeling bad about this, I can work with you to change the emotion in a very effective manner. However, I want to take a step back from that, because that still puts things in the frame of resolving a bad emotion. And here's what I want to say. This is what I've learned in these relationship dynamics. What is actually the best thing a man can do for a woman that comes to him venting about all her issues and problems and sad feelings that day? What's the best thing a man can do? He can say 4 words. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Hug your wife. Hug your girlfriend. Let her know. Look her in the eyes. Actually empathize with her. Often she's not looking for you to resolve her problems. She's just looking for the person that she fell in love with in the first place, to just be there, to be a rock, to be solid for her. I'm here for you. Does this. Almost seems too simple. But the resolving the emotions thing makes it seem like that you are trying to fix this woman quickly, get rid of all her problems, not deal with it, and move on to something better. And it doesn't really make her feel like you've listened. Now, I'm using a very, as I said, it's very generalized, it's very male, female. Believe me, this happens in male-male relationships, it happens in female-female, trans, female, trans, male, everything. This all applies. It's the same thing. I'm just using this example because I've been in it myself in relationships, and after being such a problem-solving guy who's read tons of stuff and studied and gone to coaches and people and talked this stuff out, I realize that saying I'm here for you and just being with someone is so much more powerful than trying to resolve issues. And this, I think, is interesting because you can turn it around and do it for yourself. See, here's the interesting thing. If you can look at this person that you're in love with and say, I'm here for you. Well, if you really loved yourself, couldn't you do that to yourself too? And what does that look like? What that looks like is similar, actually, and even simpler. You can say it to yourself out loud, or you can literally love yourself and just accept and be there with the bad feelings. Be there. We spend so much time using our willpower to make the feelings go away, doing affirmations, consulting our cognitive behavioral therapy books or whatever we need to do to change these thoughts and feelings, but we don't need to do anything actually. How quickly can you just realize that if you sit there with the bad feeling, just sit there, and the spirit of I'm here for you, the spirit of self-empathy, just accept the bad feeling and feel it fully. You can then move on, go on with your day, go on with your life, and still pursue the authentic desires and things you want to do during that day as a stronger person because you've allowed the energy of that emotion to flow through you completely. That's what we need to do for ourselves. We need to be the best boyfriend, wife, husband, partner, girlfriend, whatever we can be for ourselves to get rid of the feelings. When will you fully love yourself? Self-acceptance of the bad emotion is the only way to move past it and then go forward. So be there for the significant others in your life, but first, be there and love yourself. Be with the feelings, accept them, and see how quickly the feeling changes into something else, something greater. Thank you all for listening.